Big Sky tournament moving to Boise, obviously. Just any kind of thoughts on that move and on that change?
Well, I think right off the bat, I think it's more accessible for our fans to get to. I think that's good. I think it's an easier trip for our team to make after, we'll play on a Saturday night and be there, I would assume, fairly shortly after then, and I think that the trip's a lot easier. So I think those two things come to mind, getting more of our people at our game, and it's easier on our players, I think.
Can you comment on the difference in venues and maybe what Boise has that maybe Reno didn't offer?
I don't know that much about the venues in Boise and how it's going to all shape up, but I do think the people in Reno did a good job, and hopefully, and I'm pretty sure that Boise will do an equally good job.
Is it kind of like a Hoosiers situation? It's the same 10-foot hoop, 15-foot foul line?
Yeah. Everything is that way is pretty much the same. I like the idea that we're not in a casino-type, gambling-type situation, right? And it didn't affect our players at all or coaches or anything, but that might be something that would be a positive if we're looking for one over the other, maybe.
Yeah, and you guys in Idaho are going to be obviously playing in your home state now. Does that add any benefit to you, just being that you get to stay closer to home and that you're
I just think, again, it's easier for our fans to get to, and it's an easier trip. It's 3 hours and a half at the most, and 9 hours and a half or whatever it was. I think it's a lot easier trip.
What is it just about March and basketball that go together?
I'm a basketball coach, and so I think it's the most exciting time of the year. I think the NCAA tournament is the most exciting tournament there is in sports. That's my opinion. I know the Super Bowl is a big thing, but college football finals is, they've started to institute that, or they have instituted that. But there's nothing like college, the NCAA tournament, college basketball.
You've been in the Big Sky a long time, and for the longest time they did home court advantage. So are you happy to see them continue with neutral site, or was the home court something you liked?
I would have loved the home court advantage if we would have had the home court advantage, but the past couple of years we wouldn't have had the home court advantage. So I like the neutral court thing, but there are advantages, to both. And again, if we're going to win the thing, then I'd love for it to be at Idaho State the whole time, but that's not the case now. And so I'm just excited to play in that tournament. And that's, to me, that's really the start of the NCAA tournament. Everybody has to play at our level. They've got to win that tournament to get in to the actual NCAA tournament. But we're in a tournament format, the Big Sky tournament, and that leads to the NCAA tournament.